So this is the back circuit, and we're going to start with closing the alligator's eyes and jumping to the second frog. Then we're going to come to the purple mat. We'll put our hands on the mat, feet on the paw prints, and we're going to jump our legs in a really big straddle. Point your toes. Yeehaw. Then we're going to come up to the big horsey, and we're going to have big straddle legs around the horsey. And we're going to say giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, and come down. Then we're going to come to the bars, and we're going to put our hands on the bars. So when we get to the P-bars, we are going to put our legs in a big, nice straddle on the P-bars, and we're going to just scooch down with our hands, and we're going to try to have nice straight knees and pointed toes on our P-bars. Then we're going to come to the rings. We're going to hold on to the rings, and we're going to do a big straddle and wrap our legs around the tree like a monkey or a koala that likes to hug a tree. Then we are going to come to the bar, and we're going to do a big straddle with our legs and give the balloons a little light kiss hello. Then they're going to come up the steps and remind them that one at a time on the trampoline. If they need to wait for their turn, they have to stand on the steps. They're going to stretch up so tall and do open, close, big straddle, straight body, safety stop. And then last but not least, they're going to come to the cheese mat, and we're going to have a tiny little gap just for illustration. They're going to put one foot on each cheese mat, hands up tall, hands down on the mat. They can bend their knees a little bit. When they put their hand up so tall, nice long straight body in a straddle, and hands down, they can bend their knees a little bit like a big froggy. Then look at your belly. Straighten out your knees and pick up your tushy, and then you can keep your knees all the way straight as you go into your straddle. Beautiful.
Circuit for straddle. They're going to start over here by the line and walk in a straddle all the way down, rolling the hoop on the line. Roll the wheel down the road, and then bring it back for your friend. At this next station, they're going to stand on the paw prints, and they're going to pick up the hula hoop, and then they can try to balance on one leg and be an airplane. Put the hula hoop, bring the hula hoop back down, land, good. And then they could also try it on the other leg. Over here on the monkey, they're going to stand on the monkey, hands on the mat, and they're going to try to jump, 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 land in a straddle on top of the panel mats with straight knees.
And I'll say a little note, you could, if you want to, put some water in between the mats so they stick a little better. There's also the big octagon holding it down.
Then they're going to come over here, and they're going to really practice for this drill. They're practicing landing in a safety stop. So you're going to start standing up really, really tall, and then down so small. Look at your belly, lift your hips, and roll. Safety stop, high five the mat. Over here at this station, they're going to walk down the balance beam, and they're going to kick the balloon with one leg and kick with the other leg, the invisible balloon. And again.
What color is the invisible balloon?
And then they're going to land in a safety stop. Big safety stop. Straight arms. Good. And over here at the last station, they're going to put their feet on the dots, hands on the balance beam, and start walking and walk their feet to each dot. Good.
Okay, over here for the first transition, we are going to work on safety stops. So you can have them do bounce, 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 freeze, bend your knees. Good, and then you can move on to the next thing and have them bounce, 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 freeze, bend your knees. Arms out, count to 3. Arms out straight, arms out straight. Straight, Malka, in front of you. That's it. 1, 2, 3. Try it one more time. Bounce. 1, 2, 3. Freeze, bend your knees. Arms out straight in front of you. Count 1. Safety stops during the transitions. So for the first transition, you can have them working on bouncing. bounce, and bounce, and bounce. And then have them bounce, bounce, freeze, bend your knees, freeze. And then you can add the arms after they get the knees pretty well. So you can say bounce, 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 freeze, bend your knees, arms out, count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Malka, you want to show it this time in broken up sections like we'll teach the kids. So we're going to have bounce, 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 freeze, bend your knees, arms out, count to 3. 1, 2, 3. So that'll be for the first transition. For the second transition, you're going to have them come do the similar exercises, but this time against the wall. So you'll have them stand against the wall with their hands against the wall. And first you'll just practice bouncing. Bounce, bounce, bounce. And then bounce, bounce, bounce. Freeze, bend your knees. And now they should hopefully have a nice straight arms and bent knees in their safety stop. And you can check them for form. You can also have them over some leg lifts. And you can also have them do some running.